Welcome back to another video. I'm Corinne Rachel, and these are my current top 3 favorite raw vegan dinner recipes. They're really simple, delicious, the texture is great. Let's get started. So I'm getting started here with my raw vegan nut loaf. The texture was absolutely amazing. The flavor was on point. The full recipe will be on my website, so go and check that out. And so in this recipe, I used a variety of vegetables, some fresh green bell peppers, red bell peppers, some fresh red onion. I have here some fresh basil, as well as a ripe avocado and some scallion and carrot. A bit of a spice blend, almonds and walnuts, as well as some rehydrated sun-dried tomatoes and softened dates. Into my blender goes my almond, just because they are much tougher than the walnut, so I give those a jump start. In goes my walnuts, my fresh herbs, as well as my avocado. The avocado brings the mixture together, and it also helps give it color after it's done dehydrating. Because the avocado oxidizes, it does give it a bit more of a brown color. So into a large bowl goes my nut, herb, and avocado mix. And I just go ahead and add in the rest of my fresh vegetables. And you by no means have to cut your vegetables this large. It is my preference because I do enjoy the flavor of fresh vegetables. So I just mix this in, and I season this very, very lightly with a bit of sea salt. From here, I place onto my dehydrator sheet, and I just shape these. They're about a 3/4 of an inch thick, but you do it to your preference. If you make them thinner, you will not need nearly as much dehydration time. As my nut loaf slices are dehydrating, I go ahead and make my sweet tomato sauce. Into the blender attachment goes my rehydrated sun-dried tomatoes, as well as my softened dates, including the liquid they were soaking in. I just blend that until it's nice and smooth, season it very lightly with some sea salt, and that is it. I use this to top my nut loaf slices. Now you do have the option, after you top your slices, you can dehydrate them once more just to set the sauce, which is what I did. But at this stage, they are ready to eat. You can add your sauce and it's done. So I plate these on top of a bed of spinach, and that is it. These were absolutely delicious. Make sure you check out the recipe. For my second raw vegan dinner recipe, I am making mushroom and broccoli served over parsnip rice. This is somewhat of a play on a stir fry. For the parsnip rice, it's really simple. You just peel your parsnips and using a grater, you grate it into small little pieces. From there, you go on to a dehydrator sheet and dehydrate your parsnip rice. You can fully dehydrate it for a crispier texture, but I did dehydrate it partially, so I have some pieces that are crispy, some that are really soft. Also onto the dehydrator sheet goes your broccoli florets, as well as your halved portobello mushrooms. Once the mushrooms are softened, you want to pull them out of the dehydrator and slice them thin and set them aside. Here I have my stir-fry sauce, I guess you could call it. It is just a bit of tamari and some sesame oil. Mix that together. Into the bowl goes the broccoli as well as the mushrooms and the stir-fry sauce. After mixing this, I do allow it to marinate for a good 10 minutes. Onto the plate goes my parsnip rice. Right on top goes my marinated mushrooms and broccoli. I just garnish this with some sesame seeds, and this is ready to serve. And for my third raw vegan dinner recipe is my raw vegan lasagna. This was absolutely delicious. It does take a little bit more work, but it is still very easy. So first I'm getting started with making my raw vegan ricotta cheese. I start off with some almonds and I soak the almonds overnight until they become nice and soft. After the almonds have been soaking, the skin should peel right off. So I peel my almonds, and you can purchase almonds already blanched. They call them blanched almonds. You can purchase them already peeled, but I did use the unpeeled. So for my raw vegan ricotta cheese, I will also be using some lemon, as well as some nutritional yeast, a bit of a spice blend, and the basil will be left for a garnish. Into my blender or a food processor goes your almonds. You want to pour the oil over top, get your spices, your nutritional yeast, as well as your lemon juice in there. And then you are going to blend. For the full recipe, check the link in the description box below. It will be posted in its entirety on my website. And this is the raw vegan ricotta cheese. You can take this and bake it and it tastes like regular ricotta cheese. So, you can really use this recipe for any other recipe that has ricotta cheese. And this is the meat layer of the lasagna. And this is a blend of walnuts as well as mushroom, some fresh herbs. And I just mix this in. For the full recipe, be sure to head over to my website. It will be posted. So you set the meat aside, and here we are making our tomato sauce. These are sun-dried tomatoes in oil. And I take the sun-dried tomatoes, I'm going to blend it with some fresh tomatoes as well as some fresh basil. And this is our very simple, basic tomato sauce. It's full of flavor. Here I have my thinly sliced zucchini onto my dehydrator sheet. And I just brush it lightly with the sun-dried tomato oil. This is an optional step. You can not do it, or you can use whatever oil that you like. And then right on top of that, I spread on some of my raw vegan ricotta cheese. On top goes my meat layer. And I allow that to dehydrate for approximately an hour, just until everything comes together and the zucchini softens. Onto the plate goes my first layer of lasagna with the cheese, the nut meat, as well as my tomato sauce. Then goes my second layer of zucchini with just the cheese, tomato sauce, and you can layer your raw vegan lasagna to your preference. This is how I chose to layer mine. I did put some of the raw vegan cheese on top of the zucchini, and I dehydrated that as well, just for everything to kind of meld together. And I top this with a bit more of the fresh tomato sauce, some fresh basil, and that's it. This was absolutely delicious. If you are raw vegan or have been considering it, I definitely encourage you to try these recipes out, and I will see you next time. Before you leave, make sure you go over and check out my Instagram account and go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I would love to see your food pictures, so make sure you tag me in any of your vegan food pictures, and check out some of my other videos. I have a couple linked in the description box below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it, and I will see you next time.